read you something that I read in a history book. After World War I, the United States allocated funds for the orphans in Europe. At one of the orphanages, a very old and thin man brought in a very thin little girl and said, "I would like for you to take care of my little girl, please." They asked him if she was his daughter, and when he said yes, they said, "We are so sorry, but our rules and policies are such that we cannot take in any children if one of their parents is still living." He said, "But I've been in prison camps, and now I'm too old and too sick to work. She will die if you don't take care of her." They felt compassion, but they told him that their hands were tied and there was nothing they could do. Then the man said, "You mean if I were dead, you would take care of my little girl and she could live and have food and clothes and a home?" And they said yes. And the father picked up his little girl, hugged her, kissed her, and then put her hand in the hand of the man at the desk, and then said to him, "I will arrange it," and walked out of the orphanage and hung himself. Here's the reason I tell you that. Jesus said to the Father one day, "You mean if I die, they can live and have a home with you?" And the Father said yes. And Jesus put my hand in the Father's hand, walked out of heaven, and hung on the cross and paid for our sins.